Up again. This is a hero. I think this is only the second time that we've seen him in this particular tournament. And it is going to be Matthew playing it, which I like because Matthew has a lot of really good positioning. He likes to be very active early. But on the flip side of that too, you've got Michael who's running over on the Earth Spirits. I don't know. For me, this game is a lot of like watching the position fours because both of them are very skilled and very good at making space. So
Yeah, that's pretty fair to say. I think Spirit Breaker will also be able to stabilize the Venom lane a lot better than a lot of other fours can. Obviously, Earth Spirit is similar in what it provides in the laning stage, but Spirit Breaker has a little bit more raw fighting power, HP, that kind of thing, survivability. So he should be a little bit stronger, at least in the short term. And with the Orb of Venom like this, he's going to be very effective at punishing any support that ends up here. Speaking of which, Enchantress running all the way back to base to grab items or something, so possibly a late start here for...
You're not confused, right, Serge? That's not
yeah,
Crystal
it
Maiden.
looks a lot like Crystal Maiden
again. It's not Crystal Maiden.
I don't know, it looks a lot like Crystal Maiden in the portrait.
Oh dear.
Good luck to CM to zone the Spirit Breaker. That one's not going to work so well, but in the same vein, she's pretty hard to kill too, so it'll be fine.
Already some aggression coming out in the bottom lane. Michael with a 55% hero win rate, which is pretty decent. But I guess the thing that's also a bit worrying to me is the fact that, you know, you've got Makas playing his life stealer. This is a hero he likes a lot, but they have a lot of solutions, especially when he's, you know, trying to rage up, trying to get away. They still have ways to stop him. And I think that's also very scary.
Yeah, they've got multiple ways. They've got Batrider Lasso and they've got SPLT. So they have a lot of ways to deal with them potentially, but I think it should be a little bit easier for them to put kills together is my general viewpoint at the moment. Just because of the Lifestealer bombs that are going to be really effective. Anti-Mage is going to play really slow, obviously, and take time to become effective. But on the other side, they're just going to be able to keep going like crazy once they start getting in like level 6 type areas. Mid lane so far, Batrider as well is going to be a little bit faster than Void Spirit. Not by like a massive amount, but he's like pretty much always ready to push and counter push and look for kills. So that's one advantage they have. But because the mobility is so high on the Infamous side, maybe it'll still be effective for Infamous to play against the Batrider. That would have been an embarrassing
He's taking
death.
a lot of harass. That stone actually connects, but not going to be able to go running in after him. Let's go and heal him up using a salve.
They got level 2 there, they go in.
See you later.
Ooh, okay. Enchantress ends up just, you know, she can't beat this. She can't beat Spirit Breaker by herself, so she's just gonna summon some like strong dude that can instead. So Centaur will beat him up.
And then he dies. He served his purpose.
Yeah. Yes. It's like the praying mantis.
Well, she didn't eat him. That would be doom.
I mean, what's the difference?
One is you're consuming the body of your servant.
Yeah, that's a little bit more extreme, I guess.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
I would think so. But yeah, you know, these two supports kind of battling off on their own here.
Frank blocking the large camp.
Radiant structures are
very important to do that. That way she doesn't get another creep. That's the reason that Matthew ended up dying. You maybe blame him for not blocking the large camp earlier, and thus giving her a Centaur and thus giving her the ability to get a kill. That's kind of messed up this lane in a huge fashion, actually. Only 8 last hits now in Venomancer, compared to the 17 of Lifestealer, so not off to a good start. Enchantress basically has to do what she wants. Stabilizing lanes.
But is it going to be enough? Because we talk about, you know, the Enchantress being able to help stabilize lanes, but oh gosh, Pepita's sitting so low down here. So is MNZ though, that Ion Shell. Like you can see they want to go in, but they just don't have the, I don't think they have the HP to survive it if they go on. Michael,
yeah,
no mana left,
it's one cool thing about being up against the
the roll? Ooh,
it's the cool thing about this dual lane here is that they don't. Oh
Michael?
My god, no.
Hello? Minos, please?
Oh my god.
Oh, Michael.
That's an embarrassing death right there, in my opinion. They do kill the Batrider in the middle lane in the meantime, but yikes, man. MJZ wants this one too.
Oh, but they've got the one. There's the bash though. They'll be able to take down Faker. MJZ will be able to walk away.
Okay.
Ooh, and he gets the
interesting
enchanted creep.
Weird game so far, but fun to watch. All right.
I like it though because you realize that you've got all of these supports that have TP'd to go try to protect Leo's style, and they saw this opening down in the bottom lane, and they took advantage of it. And I'm not sure what happened. Mino's there. That seemed a little weird that he'd stuck around, and he can be very greedy. That's something that in his old days of Kotaro Hayama, we've seen him do for sure. But
it's just a little tough being against double melees when you're playing anti-mage. Even though you're not taking that much damage because it's Iron Shell, it just sucks that your support is in the same boat, that he's also a melee hero. Means that you're gonna have to you're just not gonna have as many opportunities to zone opponents.
Charge coming in hot from Matthew. Faker though already bottling up. Taunt's coming out. I wonder if they picked up the Elder Titan because they know that they like the Terror Blade a lot. And that's also just a good solution to if you're gonna be seeing something like the Faceless Void, right? So perhaps trying to box Pakaz in a smaller hero puddle than he had before. But
it could also just be that they just want a strong laner because they're up against an Earth Spirit and an Enchantress. Both are decent laners, so having this like tanky melee guy is going to make things a little bit more straightforward.
Oh, in comes Matthew coming in hot. They'll turn around. They'll try to get some more of this poison sting. Can they get this kill though? They've got the vision, and Pakaz is taking down. I think he's going to be able to. Oh, he takes down the Venno before he gets taken down himself.
I love like how soft his little like claw hits sound. It was like very anticlimactic for the kill there. Wow, he's so fast. Get out the Raider gun. Climbing. Clock that guy.
Oh man, if only he was. Oh god, and he gets hit by Roche. Poor Matthew.
Poor guy.
It's poor Roshan because people keep waking him up, right? And just running past his pit.
Yeah, exactly. Game's still pretty equal though. I mean, there's 5 kills on the Infamous side, but they are sitting about equal net worth. But the cores are looking a lot safer, or a lot healthier on the Infamous side. The support's struggling more.
Bounce back over onto Michael. I don't think they go for this dive though. Michael's been playing so well in this Earth Spirit too.
Yeah.
You have MJZ nearby.
Alright, this is the period of the game where the anti-mage really needs to start like blowing up. Now that the laning stage is going to get a little bit more fluid, the faster he can get into the battle fury, the better he can just go AFK jungle for a while and start doing like side lane split pushes. Because one of the nice things going for him is that there aren't that many good disables on the Infamous side against him. So as long as he gets like a good battle fury time, he should be pretty fine. But if he makes any more death mistakes like he did before, it's really going to slow him down a lot. So he's got to be careful.
Rolling over on the mid lane, Leo style immediately silenced up here by Matthew. The duck forward here, but they'll turn it back around. They've got the lasso. They'll hold them into place. Can they do off enough damage? No, it's not looking good. Leo style, he's gonna get taken out as now MJZ, he was trying to fight his way through, but they have too much damage, especially with the ion shot. Looks like Michael should get no, the bottle charge from Faker. And now Matthew, oh, he's trying to fight here, but there's too much damage.
Good engagement on the mid lane, and most importantly, the Void Spirit knew all of his limits too. Didn't need to use his ultimate. They end up getting the kills, no deaths on their side. Just really good execution, and all of a sudden, a 2k gold advantage for the Infamous side. I mean, they have gotten quite a few kills in this bit of time here, but with dead heroes, they're not hitting creeps. And AM gets pressure in the bot lane. Ulti gets used almost immediately, and he's just going to push lanes with this. The jungle's a new family. What a weird small camp.
And they're murdering too.
Yes.
See that charge coming out though as Frank manages to get the kill on Excel. There's a nice stop. Matthew will follow up with the charge, and they should be able to slice them into ribbons. MNZ will collect the kill, so a good play, I think, right? Kill. Because we need to see this anti-mage continue to farm, but also be active. And in that case, the kill kind of came to him. So.
Yeah, where did Enchantress must have died? The top side of the map or something too?
Yeah, I believe
over there.
So.
Okay, gotcha.
Dire are scanning.
Venomancer's damage is decent. Picking up an Urn Charge is not bad either. It's not going to do much against the Lifestealer, unfortunately, but he is semi-survivable as long as he has his. That's just a sentry, unfortunately. As long as he's got a TP, he'll be all right. Unless the Earth Spirit falls up. Let's see where Earth Spirit goes when he respawns. He's actually running to the bot lane. That gives him the ability to go whichever lane he wants to afterwards with his TP. Feel a little bit safer. I don't really see them killing the anti-mage again for a bit, unless Void Spirit comes and ganks him, potentially.
Like the
And they
ganks
go down
going
to
top.
puppy. This is really smart. Veno's the easiest kill by far.
Pushing doesn't have a great escape. The dry right back in again from late. And he pops.
Yeah. By far the easiest kill. Like when Veno is struggling, it's so easy to kill him. That's why in the past he wasn't really that successful of an offlaner. His HP just wasn't enough.
Charge coming in over onto Pepita. Doesn't have much mana left.
No follow-up.
TPs are coming out though too. Faker. Oh, MNZ going very, very aggressive here, but Faker's here. He goes for the mana void, manages to go and get the kill. As now they're forced to run away. That magnetized. Oh, they're so clumped together. Looks like they'll be able to take down Anti-Mage. They'll take down Faker, and now Michael is just gonna get pushed right back into all of that lovely Firefly.
Radiant's top tower is under
Pretty
attack.
costly for the AM, but he does get the kill, so it's fine. But it's gonna feel a little bit bad. If he could have survived, it would have been insane for the Thunder Predator side. But getting 3 kills is massive, especially this 2 core kills. Getting both the Void Spirit and the Darkseer is massive for them. Chantress shifting back to the top lane. We'll grab this bounty rune. Maybe they can gank the Veno.
There's a
It's pretty
charge
hard
coming
actually.
in.
They need a 3rd hero.
Well, they get the kill on MJZ in the bottom lane. Matthew goes pretty far, dives underneath the tower. Oh, this is not good for Matthew here. Although he's fairly tanky. Do have the Duke in here. They'll turn around, try to take down the Veno wards. They're
Dire's
very
middle tower
annoying.
is under attack. Radiant's
They finished their
bottom
Midas
tower
now
is under attack.
on Lifestealer, so
The charge towards the bottom lane. It's gonna take a while to get there, and I'm sure they'll see him on his way. Although we do get a TP too, coming out from the Elder Titan. Flank forward, coming out from MNZ. We'll just speed him up. Think about going back in, but in comes Matthew. Flank forward again, they go, they get bashed off. I don't know, the silence is looking good because in comes the Faker. He's just always here. Matthew gets immediately murdered, and they'll turn their attention now to MJZ, who's climbing away, but there's so much slow. There's so much damage. He's looking for the stomp. MNZ needing to get away, and they have more people TPing in. Turn back around. Leo Styles here. He's looking for a pickoff. He's got the lasso. They'll hit right back on Excel. They don't want to use that lasso, though, on just an Enchantress. So they'll just slowly burn her down. And it's just to steal herself that one creep, but that's it.
I mean, AM is doing a good job in like adding his value to these team fights by draining mana from some of these like strength heroes that just can't get away from him. But the downside is that it's not really accomplishing that much. That was actually a good moment, actually, like what Veno just did there, or the Lifestealer just did there. Just puts a little pressure in. Oh.
Yeah, Faker's here again. He's everywhere that MNZ seems to be. They try to go, but they're not going to be able to go and get him. Now Faker trying to click down over on the side. The roll forward coming out from Matthew, or Michael rather. He's got the... Yeah, they get the kill. They'll take down Matthew, and they're still diving after MNZ. He can't afford to get killed here, but they find it. Do manage to get the courier kill, though, over from Faker. But the loss of the anti-mage is much bigger.
I mean, what Lifestealer did there was so cool. He goes forward against the Venomancer. He uses open wounds. It makes it seem like there's some crazy thing happening. And all these heroes on Thunder Predator rotate. And because they rotated, they feel like, well, we have to go pressure him now. The charge is coming. They do this over pressure, and they end up getting punished heavily. And it's so much more effective because then Infamous can just wait and say like, oh, well, we're just waiting for them to see how hard they commit, and then we'll go in. It was perfect that they committed once their opponents had committed. They spend less resources, and they get to fight in a good moment.
And that's a dead Pepita.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not bad when you consider that they didn't manage to get the kill on the position 5. Technically, I guess this game, yeah, it's a position 5. And they even went and they used the wall for it, but they also did end up using the lasso as well to take down Pepita.
That's okay. That's a huge kill. Grabbing Darkseer is big because it's not just the fact that he's 3 position. It's also what he does in the laning stage, what he pressures with. He just goes to the lane, Iron Shells, and somebody has to constantly be there. Otherwise, your tower's going to die pretty quick. Bottle getting refilled here. Almost dual Scepter on Void Spirit. And Matthew's even just going to kill it. This is actually the best thing because rather than having to defend this, he's just going to kill it. He gets some gold out of it. His opponents don't get gold out of it. He's gone.
Does he know how? Oh, but the Aether Remnant! Oh, it was so close. That would have been so sick.
The spirit was flying at him. I was like, oh, is it going to snipe him?
Dire's
a
top
good try.
tower is under attack.
Little bit of dewarding going on. Leo style spotting out. Excel has a double damage bottle. No Lasso though for another 20 something.
Dire's top
And the
tower
Spirit Vessel is
under
completed
attack.
now for Venomancer.
The standard build. It's really good. Really good against Darkseer, really good against Enchantress. It's okay against Lifestealer if he's already used Rage, for example, but no Battle Fury yet. And Anti-Mage's net worth is pretty significantly behind where the Lifestealers was. And I don't blame the panel for saying that this was a really good AM game, but he's died a couple times that he shouldn't have now. 3 deaths. One of them was completely unacceptable, the death against the Earth Spirit in the lane. Some of the team fight ones, okay, it happens sometimes, but like this many deaths in the same game has put him really far behind where he should be.
Oh, Matthew gets taunted right back in again. That's a kill. Leo style is here. It's a good echo stomp, but they have stuff to follow it up. They'll go for the drag back over here onto Michael. They're hoping to rip him down as fast as possible, and they'll be able to do it. That's Centaur creep, though, giving them the stomp. Faker, though, jumping right back in again. They drop the wall. Throwing out the Aether Remnant doesn't quite connect, though, as the rest of the team forced back. It's a good flame break being thrown out by Leo style, but look at Pakaz. He's so fast, but he just changes his mind and starts going the farm.
Radiant's middle
Yep.
tower is
It's
under
like, well,
attack.
this isn't working. Back to jungling. And he should be fine. I mean, he's farming pretty quick here. He's pretty close to Deso, only about 400 gold away. Excuse me, 200 gold away. And once he gets the Deso picked up, his physical damage output versus Anti-Mage is going to be really high. His attack speed's already way up there, so a little bit of minus armor means killing heroes and towers is simple.
Frank, the silence. Slowing him down the open ones. They even use the magnetize. Faker just zips away. Knows that he doesn't need to be there.
Dire's
Doesn't want to be
structures
there.
are fortified.
Oh, and gets an arcane rune. That's very exciting.
That is really good. He's level 12 already on the Void Spirit. He's been a part of so many big kills. There's a Battle Fury completed finally. It says it's only a little slower than the patch average, but I guess he is accelerating better now. But it really depends on how many fights that Lifestealer can get a part of here. Oh, they're running to the top lane.
Oh.
I see.
And
Just a
that's
solo
why
kill in the jungle.
Faker is sitting so pretty at level 13, because every time, hold the one thought, all right, MJZ just getting chonked down. There's going to be the roll in, kick back from Michael, right over to Excel, and they get a kill on Frank. But I was going to say that Faker has just been everywhere that Minos has been.
Yeah.
He's just followed him from
He's-
lane to lane. Even like when they were both in the bottom lane, all of a sudden Anti-Mage went top. All of a sudden Faker's there too, and he's, you know, getting himself another kill. He's so active, and this is what I love
Yeah.
to see coming out from Faker.
He's played insanely good this game. This guy deserves a card for sure. At least on this game alone. Like how he's killed AM so many times by himself. And I don't even know how he got that kill by himself, genuinely. I'm very confused. Like how the hell does he solo kill an Anti-Mage as a Void Spirit with this many points in his Astral stuff? Or his Aether Remnant?
I feel like Minos is a very greedy player. Like he's an excellent player, but he's a very... He probably was sitting a little bit too low.
I could see
But
that.
that's a lot of
That
damage
makes
coming out
sense.
from Scottson. Oh, the jump forward again from Faker. Aether Remnant gets dropped off the silence. He tries to sidestep, but Leo's now getting slowed down. There's 3 heroes here, even more. The whole team's here to go and make sure that Leo Style is not alive on this map anymore.
Really good game
And a
so
region.
far.
Oh my god. Faker's having the best
Yep.
time with these runes today.
I mean, this is what happens when you got the map control. The runes are all yours. Pretty much any rune he gets at this point just feels great. DD, Arcane, Haste. Illusion is still pretty good too. You can dispel some things, dodge some abilities, and they're just going to go take a really quick Roche here. No medallion yet, but they do have the Deso, so their damage output is still really solid here against the Roshan.
And there's just nothing that Thunder Predator can do here.
Except for hit creeps.
Yeah, they can definitely do that.
So because Infamous's lineup is so good at setting tempo, and they have this gold advantage, they're in a really good place draft-wise. Here comes the surge forward. Oh, that's scary
so
right there.
fast. Like a zoom.
Void Spirit's already super
Void
strong,
Spirit
and
goes
now he's got a Lifestealer.
And that's going to be a dead MJZ. Can't even get the Echo Stomp off. Oh, that is terrifying. That's like a torpedo running at you.
Yeah. A torpedo within a torpedo. Once the first one blows up, there's suddenly 2 torpedoes.
And how do you deal with 2 torpedoes?
It's impossible.
You don't. You die.
Not on a 5 position, that's for sure. There's literally nothing that the Elder Titan can do in these circumstances. He's going for a fast Lincolns too. Very cool. I haven't seen a fast Lincolns on a hero like Lifesteal in a long time, but It's not that expensive an item right now. It's perfect against Batrider Lasso. It's not very good against. It's kind of good against Spirit Breaker, kind of bad, right? Like he can break Lincolns from across the map. This is gonna be a hard catch.
Well,
Never mind.
they'll catch him though. A good stomp. They'll follow here, Splitter. That doesn't manage to really do much of anything here. Faker's courier does get taken out, but already delivered the items, so doesn't seem too concerned about it.
Yeah, the
So
Lincolns
close,
against
that
some of
axe.
those heroes are. It's going to make his fight a lot easier. He knows that if he uses rage, that he doesn't have to worry about getting lassoed in that moment. And they're ready to dive again.
Dire's bottom tower.
The
Casting
aggression
and
has
canceling
been
the surge.
crazy here.
Yeah, they're not even safe by their tier 2 tower. It's crazy. Look at this.
Jay-Z's just, I'm out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't blame him. This gank squad is ferocious.
Ganking Ancients, nothing new. Van Brace picked up. Anti-Mage needs Blink Rage cast range, or Blink cast range. He needs like 3 of those talents, I think, to feel safe in this game with the Surge and all of the gap chase. Look at this, surging into the bot lane. Now they're going to try to get a kill on the tier 1. Anybody shows up.
Hey, Matthew. What you doing there, buddy?
Dying.
Clean opening. All of a sudden, there are just 3 heroes here. They even kick him around like a soccer ball.
no.
He's so slow, but they can't quite grab him in time.
They misexecuted a lot there. Rolling Boulder missed.
Oh, but the drag back from Papita. Papita, God. He's just gonna keep poking him with this little eye until I give him a couple little tiny punches. Oh, but Matthew, he's slippery. He rolls right past, but Michael will eventually collect the kill. Leo Style now trying to run away. Faker's here. Gonna just go pop right back up again. They need something to cancel out this TP, and they it's just a little bit off. Oh yeah, I'm
A little bit off.
Tip.
That was a lot of it off.
I'm
Super
being
messed up.
kind, Purge. I'm being kind. All right,
Not me.
MJZ trying to fight through.
Radiant's top tower is
It
under
literally
attack.
doesn't matter very much. That was kind of a big kill, actually.
Radiant's
Batrider
top
is.
tower has fallen.
I mean, that was their mid hero, right? His net worth isn't incredible, but it's okay. It's okay. They were playing very good otherwise. Took some doing to kill the Spirit Breaker, but I don't think they ended up getting him, right? He TP'd out,
Dire's
I assume.
bottom tower has fallen.
Pretty sure he lived.
No.
The Spirit Breaker died? Oh, that's right.
Spirit
That's right. I
Breaker died.
remember now.
The Earth
He rolled
Spirit
again
all of
and
a
then
sudden
did the
rolled on in,
sauce.
but
Yes.
yeah, it was a very high octane chase though the entire time. Z just trying to take this creep away from Excel.
Not the creep.
Radiant's middle
Now he's
tower
trying to
is
take
under
Excel,
attack.
and Excel doesn't have much to stay alive here. He tries to use the salve. Nope. MNZ cuts them apart.
That one's tough. Very, very tough to stay alive. Is he really going Sanj Kaya? Probably not, right? Almost for sure.
Oh, the roll in though, again, the stun plus the silence. Here comes Faker with the double damage rune. Waits patiently for this AM, draws him right into his arms, and that's a kill.
Perfect execution there by Earth Spirit. Spreads all of his disables out perfectly. Stun, full duration, then does the silence, which gives Void Spirit a great setup.
Middle tower has fallen.
Man, it just feels like there's almost nothing Thunder Predator can do right now. Like, that didn't take a lot of resources to kill Anti-Mage. Usually it takes like 2 to 3 heroes at this point in the game, but because they're sitting a bit ahead of net worth, obviously the DD was massive there too, giving him 135 damage. But the fact that they keep getting these kills and using low resources to do it just makes everything look really bad for Thunder Predator. Even though AM's net worth is pretty good, it's like Void Spirit's blowing the rest of the guys out of the water too. So there's too many threats going on right now for Thunder Predator to deal with, even if their net worth is still kind of okay.
I think the other thing was that Leo Style just had so much
Radiant's bottom
difficulty
tower is under
becoming a really big threat here in this mid game. He got ganked several times, a couple times where he went into gank, they just weren't successful. And he's really, that playmaker for the side of Thunder Predator. So if he's not having a good game, if he doesn't have the impact that's necessary, it's going to start to really start showing over on the side of Thunder Predator.
Yeah, it definitely will. What's really showing though is their ability to just kill towers without any response. Thunder Predator doesn't have the tools, and it sucks so bad to play Spirit Breaker when you're behind as well, because normally Spirit Breaker wants to be like we're tempoing, they don't feel comfortable to be on the map, but Lifestealer literally cannot care. This is what they have to do. He's playing like he's playing against a Spirit Breaker right now.
Oh, the Infest Bomb, Faker. Got that silence because the Axe is there. They have the taunt. They have not quite enough damage thanks to MJZ getting the stomp off, but Pakaz will just turn his attention right back around again, and he'll lead them on a merry chase. Roll coming in here from Michael. Not quite there, but they'll be able to find him still. The Yule's getting used. We'll set up for the Aether Remnant, and they'll just chew through the Elder Titan. And Excel now, they need to run away. They use a lot of different things on him. This doesn't look very good for him right now. But he does have the spirits, the sprites. So they'll go right back in. Frank no longer has the ultimate. They'll get the silence off again, and they'll just slowly but surely burn him to the ground.
And see him dice, or I actually just said it. I didn't mean to. It wasn't even in my head there. The Enchantress also dies. I cannot believe I even said that one. But really, no big deal because they're just constantly pressuring the map. They're making Thunder Predator have to run around and evade ganks. And even though AM didn't die in the last fight, he has to play a little bit more careful to stabilize off of that. Almost an MKB on Lifestealer. He's only about 1,500 away. It's a great mix of True Strike and attack speed. Butterfly will not be the salvation for Anti-Mage. They're going to find him though. Nah, it's too hard to chase.
I mean, I will say that MNZ has recovered very, very nicely. He's not had an easy game. My problem is that I don't know if him recovering will be enough at this rate because the rest of his team is pretty far behind. Oh, God. All right. Surprise!
They were moving so fast that the Observer had issues following it, which I do not blame him. That was like Surge, all of a sudden it's like boom, boom. A giant explosion, and this guy's at 5% HP.
That is a moment to use the party horn, because that is a very scary surprise party that you did not want to be a part of. Woo. All right, well, a little bit of split pushing coming out from the side of Thunder Predator. It's basically the only thing they can do at this point. Maybe they can get some sort of a pick off here. They're waiting off to the side. Excel, though, also making his way top.
Vanished, but not
Their spidey sense is tingling. Oh, they see Matthew. Roll on in, get the stun, lots of damage, lots of silence. He's gonna try to TP out, and he cannot. As Matthew gets murdered, Leo style gonna have to TP out.
Is that a BKB TP?
Don't think so.
Okay.
And Z just slowly staring down the Enchantress. Can't do much about that.
It's a really bad sign when the carry cannot kill the 5-position hero.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of net worth on the Infamous side. He's had Glimmer Cape a long time, and Enchantress consistently getting pressured a little bit, but she might die this time, though. She has a lot of magic resistance. She'll probably survive the Mana Void, but that's about it. What's going on? Is everyone lagging? What's happening?
No, I think he's just trying to decide if he wants to chase her or not. Yeah, there we go. So it does manage to take the position 5 eventually.
Paladin Sword for Lifestealer is such a good item. About equal damage as the other weapon he was previously using, and now he just gets way more heal than he was before. Good luck beating him in a fight in Anti-Mage.
All right, we've got the Infest Bomb online, and they're looking for any stragglers in their woods. And it's gonna be MNZ again here. Link out fast enough, they jump forward. It's gonna be the roll coming in again here from Michael. The taunt dragging him down to the low ground. Nice stop though. They'll be able to go and keep their anti-mage alive a little bit longer. Think about going in, but it's a nice vacuum wall over onto the backline. Faker now needs to be careful. A lot of silence is coming out. They'll end up losing Matthew. They want MJC next. He's gonna try to juke away, but they definitely have them in his sights. So they'll throw out the Aether Remnant, not quite connecting, but the Astral Step indeed will.
AM lives again. It was a little bit hard to get that kill there. They used one jump just to try to catch up to AM. And most importantly, where they used him, he ends up getting pulled to the low ground. Which
Michael wants to steal so bad. There's the lasso, though. Looks like Leo Stout should be able to get a kill. BKB comes out from Leo Stout and manages to take down Michael. Has the spider legs. He's trying to run out. They have enough damage. Oh, yeah, they do.
It's a good attempt, but not going to be able to survive. There's just too much physical damage coming out of the Lifestealer right now. Pressure will continue. I don't know how, but Infest is already ready to go again, so he's going to move out on the map, ready to jump. If there were heroes alive on the map, they'd probably be going somewhere, but instead they're just going to run into Roche. That might have been spotted by this Radiant Observer ward that was on the cliff, but I don't see how they stop this one.
The only thing they could do maybe is get the Elder Titan nearby and drop the Spirit and get a stomp, but that'll only delay things. They don't have Leo style. Obviously, you know, the Anti-Mage just doesn't feel comfortable fighting into this. So
Yeah.
it's going to be an
It's gonna
Aegis
take
picked
time.
up for Pakas.
He's
Look
been
at
ganked enough for-
Faker.
Oh my
He
God, this one
he
is
knows
serious.
that he's split pushing. He wants this so bad. But and just like that, he's already back to the mid lane. Easy.
It's actually insane how quick you get. He's looking to see where AM is, knows he's going to be on one of these camps. He just now reappears on the
back.
creep
He
wave.
just saw
So
me. Back there.
bottom tower is under attack.
They need a ward, I think, over on the cliff side. It's cat and mouse
Could help.
game. Ooh, the axe is picked up too now.
Bounty.
who did they
Where
see him?
Doesn't look like it. Otherwise, Michael would have rolled right over there.
Yeah. It's probably just guesses about
All
where he
right,
was.
that's that dead MJZ.
Considering how threatening they are, they're doing a really good job of not getting ganked. Like, that was a lot of resources for both heroes. I don't think it's going to win them the game, but it's still like impressive that they are avoiding some of this pressure a lot better than they were a moment ago. Good luck on
admirable,
this one though,
definitely.
AM. He's surrounded by wards.
They got to get to him though. Here in the roll, Michael, stun. Turns, pops the Manta. Gonna blink. Oh, but look at this Faker. He knows exactly where he's gonna want to try to run to. The taunt comes back in, and it should be a very dead MNZ.
Good ward usage. And look at all the wards for the Dire team. Like, almost all of their wards are on their side of the map because they know exactly what's at stake. Normally, when you're winning this much, all of your wards are going to be on the enemy side of the map. But all they need to do is have control of where AM is, because if they keep killing him while also pushing side lanes, then they're going to be able to control everything really good.
I mean, that is the one option that's kind of left on the table for Thunder Predators to try to split push. And they've addressed this very, very nicely in the way that they move and the fact that they've got a lot of mobility and just good vision, like you said.
Dire's bottom
No
tower
anti-mage
is
for
under
40
attack.
something seconds. Celio Styles already TP'd
Radiant's
home.
top tower has fallen.
I thought he bought the Blink Dagger already. I guess perhaps not.
It's really hard for them to initiate. They're going to have double Lincolns here for a Lifestealer. Void Spirit has the other one.
See the charge
Good
and over on
setback for a bit.
Pakas. There's going to be the leap forward coming up from Faker. They make sure that Leo Styles cannot get a last off.
Radiant's top tower
Immediately
is
going to
under
buy
attack.
back as he gets stopped. Will slow down two of the heroes, followed up with the Earth Splitter. And just the pop, but it's just not enough damage. They don't seem to really care, Purge.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Jump forward again from Faker. They're trying to just blow up MJZ. And Pakas maybe going a little bit too far here. They need to be careful again. The Lincoln gets popped. MNZ's here. It's a nice vacuum wall combo. Roll on in again as they're going to just try to take down Leo Style. He pops the BKB. That stomp maybe saving his life now. So he'll turn back around. Frank is so slow. He's just a little Hydraless. He can't do anything against this. And MNZ just abandoned ship.
Yeah. It's a bad sign on the AM's like, oh, well, time to push.
barracks are under attack.
He's only got one dead hero, but he knows that all they're going to do, like, they need gold to try to win this one.
Yeah, it's a dead MJZ. Oh, Pakas having mercy, forgetting for half a second. Takes a lot of these tower shots, but got the rest of his team behind him to heal him back up again.
Has fallen. Radiant's
Solar
middle
Crest is
tower
so good
is
here.
under attack.
Again, on Lifestealer. It just feels like Lifestealer is constantly surged and super high movement speed.
I mean, he is pretty much constantly there. It doesn't feel like it. He is. Again, Leo style. Oh, Leo style. He just came back to life. And now Matthew gets rolled in, kicked by Michael. They do manage to get the kill on the couriers, but it's a very tiny consolation prize. They're just ripping through these buildings.
Radiant's middle barracks
Minos is the only one alive, and he can't do anything against us. He's doing whatever he can, but
Dire's middle tower
he's not pushing nearly as fast as
is under attack.
Infamous
Radiant's
here.
bottom tower has
Yeah.
fallen.
Looks
Oh.
kind of rough.
Immediately. All right, Faker.
Hey,
All right,
you can
calm
dog it.
down. Maybe they'll be able to go get a kill here. And there's Splitter again. They surrounded Faker, but he gets the silence off. They'll turn it right back around again. And this poor Spirit Breaker's not going anywhere fast. He gets taunted right back in by the Aether Remnant. MJC trying back, and oh no, this is looking terrible now for MNZ, who just has to run away again from his base. Michael not willing to give him up just yet. Turns him to stone. They're gonna play some football over here, and there's the goal. GG gets called.
Sent him a rock encrusted snack back to the base. Man, this was genuinely